Good morning. It's Brian. We're here with Turning Leaf Realty Group again, and we are here with Ellen Aders. Helen is with State Farm Insurance here at Front Royal, and she is also the president of
Downtown Front Royal, Inc.
Downtown Front Royal, Inc. Okay, thank you very much. See, I have trouble with names a lot of time. Ellen, can you tell us what the organization is, what they do here?
Sure. It's been around for a long, long time. It's seen different phases. And several years ago, I'm not entirely sure about the history, but it just kind of went dormant for a while. Board members transitioned off. I know they had some loss of life on the board, and it just kind of quietly died out. When I finished my 9-year term at the animal shelter, I took a little bit of a break to figure out exactly what it is I loved as much as animals. And that's when I remembered there was this lady that used to come around to my office when I first moved here, and she was always promoting Downtown Front Royal. So I started to investigate. I unearthed that the LLC the corporation was still intact. And through FREBA, they had kept that alive. The Front Royal Independent Business Alliance had kept the corporation alive. They gave me permission to form a board and start doing some work. So immediately we dug out with the IRS because we just hadn't turned in anything because we didn't have anything to turn in for all of those years. So it wasn't that we were in trouble, we just hadn't done it. So we got all that squared away. The 501c3 is alive and active again. We had our launch party on May the 5th for Cinco de Mayo. And we've done a couple of other things downtown, but the overall purpose of Downtown Front Royal, Inc. is to create a space in Downtown Front Royal where the people who live in Front Royal and Warren County want to come. They want to be there. They're proud of it. They want to eat there. They want to shop there. They want to bring their family and friends there when they come in to visit. We're completely separate from the tourism industry, even though I think that is equally as important. Our focus is right here locally on the residents of Warren County and Front Royal.
What other events that you have coming up?
Yes. So we just finished a car show. Really wasn't a car show. It was a cruise in. I'm learning the difference. So this past Sunday morning, because we didn't want to close down Main Street, we didn't want to take parking away from the downtown merchants. We wanted to try and bring folks into downtown during a time where maybe people weren't coming. So we chose Sunday morning, and we had our first cruise in. There were about 20 to 25 antique or classic vehicles that came out this past Sunday. We had a great time. We're going to do another one in August. We're looking at a chili cook-off in the fall. We'll be helping with Christmas in July next weekend. We're going to be a part of the Festival of Leaves. I don't want to put too much out there, but I've got some hopes and wishes and desires for October to have some fun, spooky stuff happening down there on the weekends. But there's a national organization that's called Main Street America. I actually went to their conference in Boston a couple of months ago to learn a little bit more about that national organization and what it would mean to Front Royal if we became accredited. And it means lots of money and lots of resources. There's 4 points of Main Street, and our board has divided, and we're focusing on those. So one of them is events and promotion, making things happen down there. One of them is economic vitality. So we're working on putting a committee together to help our small business owners with all kinds of resources that they might need to market, advertise, look at their budget, just to make a very strong, healthy business from a vitality standpoint. We're doing design, which encompasses everything from the pretty flowers and the garbage cans to maybe improving the facades downtown. It's creating a sense of place. And then the other one is organization, which is building our organization and making it strong. We applied for a $15,000 grant earlier this year with the town of Front Royal's blessing. If we're awarded that, we'll find out in the fall. That's all through the Main Street program. And we're going to use that money to help us build our mission, our bylaws, our standard operating procedures, our website, to create a strong foundation so that as board members start to transition off, it doesn't go away again. We want it to be here to stay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with business-oriented groups or those that have business in the name, I think a lot of people tend to ignore them when they hear about them because they don't understand why I should care about this downtown business group, because I'm not a downtown business owner. How does it affect me as your typical resident of the community? What's the benefit to me?
That's really, that's a great point, because when I started to get involved, I think there was the Front Royal Independent Business Alliance, there was Downtown Front Royal, then of course there's the Chamber, and there's all of these groups, and I never really could find a footing or a place where I felt like I could make an impact. But when you look at Downtown Front Royal Inc. and you realize that it is about your community. When I was in Boston, the theme was, are you doing this for your community, or are you doing this with your community? That resonated for me, because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a base of volunteers that want to make our downtown better in all aspects of better. And it is so, there will be a sense of pride. And hey, I've got company coming in this weekend, we're going downtown. Or maybe we're going to live in our neighborhoods downtown in our historic district, which I hope is also going to feel some love from this program. And we're going to walk downtown and eat, or we're going to walk downtown and shop. And it's not a knock against anything outside of downtown Front Royal, but your downtown is your heartbeat. And there are so many people down here right now that are starting businesses, and we just want to create a great big awareness about what's going on down here. So we need volunteers. Remember those 4 points. If you are interested in making it pretty, picking up litter, helping with facades, planting flowers, there's a committee for you. If you're interested in doing events and fun stuff, there's a committee for you. Our Facebook page is active. You'll find it at Downtown Front Royal Inc. There's a pretty little watercolor that's our profile picture. So send a like and watch what's going on with us there, and get involved, because it does take the whole community to make it happen.
So I guess through the Facebook page is the best way for people to contact you if they're interested in getting involved?
Yeah, it is. We have a board of directors. You can contact us individually. As Brian mentioned, I'm the president. And then Holly Rodenheiser, who is a citizen and on the board of architectural review. So if you know Holly, she is also on our board. Jody Wintrode, another community member, is on our board. Nikki Foster from the Chamber is on our board. Lizzie Lewis from the town. I'm just putting all these names out there, so if you know some of these people, they can give you information also. Joe Petty from the county is on there. Chris Kenworthy, who used to be the chef and the co-owner of Vinova downtown, he is on our board. I know I'm going to forget someone by naming them all off. Craig Laird, who has been involved in downtown forever, he is also on our board. He owns Royal Oak Computers downtown, as well as the Vine and Leaf. Claire Schmidt, a community member, is on our board. And I know I'm going to forget someone because I didn't use my fingers to count. But that kind of gives you a splash of who you can reach out to and contact if you have questions about it.
Okay, and there you have it. We know who to contact and where, and I hope you all have gained a little bit of appreciation as to how an organization such as this is going to benefit you and our whole community.
Wait, I remembered. Danielle Haas, owner of On Q, our newest, most wonderful place on Main Street. She's on our board too, and she's on the events committee. I knew I'd forget someone.
And here we have it.
Got it.
Hey, good. Ellen, thank you very much for coming with us and sharing with us today. And if you have any questions, you know where to find Ellen.
Yes.
Got the website, and not website, Facebook page.
Yes.
And don't hesitate to get involved.
Absolutely. Thank you.